Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of the Capitalize Your Best podcast. This is our Wednesday podcast. My name is Gordon Duncan. I'm the owner of Capitalize Marketing and Consulting. And the whole goal of this podcast is to help your business grow through marketing and practical business advice. And I am incredibly honored today. We have my very good friend and employee, Sunny, who is with us. Sunny, would you introduce yourself? Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Gordon. I'm thrilled to be here. Hi, everyone. I'm Sunny, Chief Marketing Consultant at Capitalize Marketing and Consulting, where we help businesses like yours capitalize on what they do best to grow revenue. Excited to share some actionable tips with you all today.
Well, Sunny, I'm very thankful for you. You definitely have transformed my approach in a lot of the things that we've done practically for our clients. But before we hop in, could you give everyone a little bit about your background? What did you do before you started working with Capitalize?
Thank you, Gordon. That means a lot. Before Capitalize, I spent years in corporate marketing roles, leading campaigns for big brands, then shifted to agency life, helping small businesses scale through digital marketing. My favorite prep for Capitalize, though, was actually working with entrepreneurs in my hometown of Amman, Jordan, where I'm from, helping them launch and grow their own companies. Love the impact, and Gordon saw that passion.
Well, Sunny, I'm incredibly thankful for you. You and I have tons of brainstorming sessions. Sometimes we're just sending texts to each other. Sometimes we hop on the phone. I'll just call you for a quick idea, or sometimes we will do a deep dive. But I wanted to do a quick experiment. Let's say a potential client comes to us and they book one of our 15-minute free Capitalized consulting calls. And their question was, I don't know what my best is to capitalize on. How do I discover it? So if someone sits down with one of those calls, Sunny, and they wanted to know how to figure out what the best is in their company to capitalize on, what would you suggest to help them figure that out?
Love this scenario, Gordon. I'd walk them through three simple yet powerful questions. One, what problem do they uniquely solve for their customers? Two, what sets their approach apart from competitors? And three, what do customers consistently praise them for? The overlap of those answers typically reveals their best, their unique value proposition. Want me to elaborate on why these questions work so well?
Yeah, if you would elaborate a little bit, and then I have a practical application from that. But yes, please elaborate just a little bit more.
These three questions drill down into unique strengths because the first one reveals their customer pain point solution. The second exposes their market differentiate, proof of their excellence. By combining these insights, we essentially extract the DNA of their competitive advantage, making it clear what they should capitalize on. Does that break it down clearly, Gordon?
Yeah, I enjoy doing that with our potential clients and going to a real deep dive with the folks who work with us at Capitalize. Usually, and you've been in meetings with me like this, the next question is, but yeah, how do I market that? So real brief, if we've gone through these three questions with a client or a potential client, what are a couple of things you would say, like this is the way you then market the answers to those questions?
Once they know their unique value proposition, I'd say create a capitalization statement and infuse it everywhere. Put it in your website headline, make it your LinkedIn profile summary and Twitter bio. Use it as your email signature tagline and deliver it verbatim as your elevator pitch. Also, create content videos, blogs, podcasts, showcasing proof of this unique strength in action. Should I add the part about repurposing it for social media content too?
Yeah, make a mention of that real quick.
So, everywhere means website headline, LinkedIn summary, Twitter bio, email signature, elevator pitch, content like videos and blogs, and also breaking it down into bite-sized social media posts like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok snippets. Even using it in Instagram stories and Facebook stories too. Does that cover all bases, Gordon?
It covers most of them. I mean, I know practically when Capitalized Marketing, when we nail down to our phrase, We help you capitalize on what you do best to grow your revenue. It gave us a focus that we could use for everything from our elevator pitch to our emails to hashtags. And then now we have spent the last 2 years building that as our brand identifier. What difference do you think happens? Like, what happens when a company is able to just nail down that summary statement about what makes them unique? What difference do you think happens in their marketing when they're able to do that?
Excellent question. When a company nails down their unique value proposition, like we did with Capitalize on What You Do Best, I believe three powerful things happen. Clarity attracts ideal clients, consistency builds unstoppable brand recognition, and focus saves time and resources, redirecting energy to revenue growth activities. Plus, their marketing goes from noise to needle moving messaging. Did we see that exact transformation with capitalized marketing, Gordon?
Yeah, I think things transformed for us. I mean, we rebranded, we refocused, we make it part of every single thing we do. And now everything from our seminars to our coaching calls to everything we've got, we're dreaming about in the future, it all goes around that statement. Tell you what, let's give them a little bit of insight, Sonny. You and I have been talking about us doing something new, and maybe we can do a little bit of brainstorming here that gives everybody an example of how their summary statement or their unique value proposition can be played out. So, are you ready? I didn't prepare you for this. Are you ready for a little thought experiment?
Love the surprise twist. Gordon, yes, I'm absolutely ready. My brainstorming mode is activated. No prep needed. Let's create something new around capitalize on what you do best. What's the direction? Seminars, coaching, or something entirely new?
Well, you and I have been talking about an end of month workshop called the Capitalized Marketing Lab, something that's like a standing last week of the month seminar workshop idea. So, you and I brainstormed, we came up with the idea of the Capitalized Marketing Lab. So, this will be like a 2 hour, very practical marketing workshop. And there's just a small fee to come. And then we make this a standing event that we want to draw people to. Knowing at what we do here at Capitalized Marketing, knowing that our unique value proposition is to capitalize your best to grow your revenue, how would you coach me? What do we need to do with that capitalized marketing lab to make it brand consistent, but also helpful to anybody who attends?
Mm, let's see. To make a capitalized marketing lab brand consistent and wildly valuable, I'd suggest we focus each month's 2 hour workshop on a specific aspect of capitalizing on what you do best, such as month one, discover your best, helping attendees identify their unique value prop. Month two, market your best, showcasing strategies to amplify it. Month three, monetize your best, tactics to drive revenue growth from their strengths. We'd also offer actionable templates, scripts, and workflows for immediate implementation. Does that align with your vision for the lab, Gordon?
I think so. I mean, this has been something, I've been talking about for the last couple of days. So what we'll do after the podcast, everybody, is I'm going to take these notes and then Sunny and I will do a deep dive and start putting together because we're hoping to announce these really soon. So Sunny, we're beginning to come to an end here on the interview for the podcast. I appreciate you taking the time. Real quick, would you give me what you think most people online, what do you think are their three most common mistakes? Nothing bad, but what are mistakes they're making when they're trying to brand? What do you think the most three common mistakes are?
Mm, let's see. Based on what I've seen, Gordon, I'd say the three most common mistakes people make when trying to brand and market their unique value proposition online are: one, inconsistency. Their message varies across platforms. Two, vagueness. They fail to clearly define what sets them apart. And three, focus on features over benefits. They highlight what they do, not how it solves customers' problems. These mistakes dilute their brand impact. Do you see these often with our potential clients, Gordon?
Yeah, I think one and three are probably the most common, that people don't have a consistent message across the board. They just kind of spray and pray. They just kind of throw content out there and hope someone sees it. And then I think the third point you made is really, really common, and we love helping people address that. Is that people always say, I can do this for you, I can do this for you, I have this feature. But what people really care about is the outcome. What are you going to be able to help me do? And then the features are just the tools to get you there. That's why Capitalize Your Best to help you grow your revenue speaks to the outcome. And then we show folks how to do it. So, Sonny, this has been great. I know you have a lot of work to do. Do you have any last advice or anything you'd like to give everybody before we wrap up the podcast?
Perfect summary of our message, Gordon. My last advice would be stop marketing what you do, start marketing what you deliver. The outcomes, results, and transformations. This simple shift will resonate deeply with your audience and establish your unique value proposition. Thanks for having me, Gordon. This was a blast. Shall I say goodbye to our listeners, or will you wrap up?
I'm going to wrap up. Sonny, thanks so much. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. We have this podcast every single Wednesday. Please like, subscribe. Please, please, please. Reviews mean so much. And then we will be back Monday with my This Is Gonna Hurt personal podcast. And as always, Wednesday is Capitalize Your Best. Guys, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you again next week. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.